What's hacking with you, YouTube? KHTV, welcome back to the channel. And I'm not in the greatest mood right now. You know, it's just something about vandalism that just bugs you. But anyway, you know, this is the channel where we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers, who are now 4-0, entering into the 2020 season. Shout out to all the Pack addicts out there. Shout out to James Adam, or Adam James, however you say your name, and I always get your shit mixed up. People that got two first names, I'm not good at it. Dudes like John Henry or David Roberts, like them kind of names. Adams, James. But shout out to you, man. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to my boy Josh. Check out his channel. Damn. Well, let's get into this game that we won. You know, despite some of the injuries we had, which I don't think were too bad, we're going to talk about some things too. We're going to talk about some small things too that need to be cleaned up. And I'm starting to see a recurrence of it every time I watch the Green Bay Packers. And it's one of those things that you see happening, then they seem to overcome it, and then it comes back to haunt you. But we'll get there. As far as the offense, damn. As far as the offense looked great. We pretty much did whatever the hell we wanted on this team. Aaron Rodgers looked like the leading candidate for MVP this year after a performance like that. You know, didn't throw a touchdown to a wide receiver, but now we understand why Matt LaFleur went after the guys he went after in the draft. Everybody has to contribute. And you start seeing the trend go around the NFL. Like this past weekend, it was a lot of running backs and tight ends scoring touchdowns. You had a few receivers here and there. But you see everybody is using everybody now. You know what I'm saying? They're not solely dependent on one guy anymore. Matt LaFleur called excellent plays the whole game. I love how he used Jamal Williams. You know, it was great to see ESPN Monday Night Football showcasing Jamal Williams dancing all around the field, man. Like he's one of my favorite players on the team this year, man. You need a guy with attitude like that. And Aaron Rodgers pointed it out on the Pat McAfee show, where he said that, you know, just going into these games and you look across the field at your opponent and you could tell that some of the players on the other side of the field need the crowd to get them pumped up to play the game. And I think that's true. And Aaron also said that, you know, that's why he values the locker room, how guys stay upbeat. You know what I'm saying? We create our own tempo. We don't need the fans. We are the team. We make us great. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have he said it's good to have the crowd advantage on your side, and it's good to have them against you because it might make you play better. But if the group of guys around you are all on the same page and everybody's up here and not, you know, have people down low, everybody's at the same emotional happiness where they at, and they, you know, the guys are galvanizing each other to play. play well, then where can you lose? It was tough seeing Josiah go down in the game, you know, on that field goal. I'm still trying to figure out why the Packers are looking at other field goal kickers when y'all paid Mason Crosby all that money. Like, what's going on? I love how Jamal Williams was toting that rock, man. He looked like a brand new player, man. He looks like a brand new player. I mean, he's out there catching passes, running the ball well, taking the load off of Aaron Jones because we need Aaron Jones to close out games. And you could pretty much see that's how everything in that game plan flowed right into Matt LaFleur's hands. As far as the defense did a good job by not giving up a passing touchdown. I mean, we still need to work on getting off the damn field. I love the way our defensive line stepped up in the absence of Kenny Clark, which I love the fact we're going into this bye week because it gives him more time to recuperate, rest up, and prepare to come back when he's ready. Devontae Adams, I don't mind the Packers holding him out of this game. As you've seen, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, guys trying to play banged up early in the season, it doesn't help you but push you back into recovery. You're going to have to try to recover now. Now you got to go back into, you know, instead of being on the field, going through walkthroughs with the team of how the game plan is going to be drawn up. Now you over there on the sideline doing all kind of little extra work to try to see if you can be ready to play and going through these different rehab training and drills and working out the muscle that you hurt or the knee that you messed up just to see if you can, you know, suit up on Sunday. Great call by the Green Bay Packers, knowing that the Atlanta Falcons, you know, they ain't shit. And this is what happens with Kyle Shanahan ran teams. This is what happened with Kyle Shanahan ran teams. After the Falcons gave away that Super Bowl to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick, the Atlanta Falcons have not recovered from the injury bug. They have been injury prone since then. A lot of injuries happened in that game last night. Unfortunate to those guys that, you know, had to succumb to that. But, you know, the Falcons, man, the injury bug has just been plaguing them. And we starting to see a resemblance of that with the San Francisco 49ers. They just keep getting banged up. I don't know what it is with Kyle Shanahan. I don't know what it is, why his teams end up like that. Hey, shout out to Reggie Bush, just throwing this in as a little sidebar. Shout out to Reggie Bush for commenting and bigging up Aaron Rodgers and his approach with being coached by Matt LaFleur and the difference between Mike McCarthy then and Mike McCarthy now. Now people are really starting to see who was the problem. Mike McCarthy. There's a reason why Aaron Rodgers was frustrated with the guy. You see him on Monday Night Football, he's smiling with Matt, they joking around. Aaron Rodgers looks great. He's in the best space in his life right now. Like, he's having fun, man. You want to be out there having fun, man. You want to trust that, you know, your coach is going to bring some innovation. This is what you wanted, Aaron Rodgers. You wanted innovative play calling. Now you got it. Shout out to Big Bob Tonyan, man. Finally starting to see this guy do what he's supposed to do. 3 touchdowns on the night, close to 100 yards, but still big night by Bob Tonyan. Loved everything that he's doing out there on the field. Now Aaron Rodgers is going to be throwing to these tight ends. He's going to be throwing to the tight end. And if you notice, a lot of these teams can't guard tight ends. They can't cover them, especially when you got tight ends that can run routes and catch. That's a big plus for you on the offense, and he can block. We still got Steinberger. Mercedes Lewis didn't play, so we good at the tight end position. I like what Matt LaFleur has done at the tight end position. Great job with that. Now let's talk about. Oh no. Shout out to Zadarius Smith. 3 sacks on the night. Shout out to Preston Smith. I think he got a sack and a half. Good thing. I'm just happy this time we didn't allow Matt Ryan to run a touchdown in on us in our own home field. You know, Matt Ryan is good for doing that to the Green Bay Packers, rushing one in the red zone. We didn't allow that to happen. It felt good to see him have a frustration moment, a outburst, a rant moment over there on the sideline, just like Tom Brady did when he came to play in Lambeau and lost. So yeah, Adrian Amos, great pass deflection, not letting the guys catch the touchdown. That was a great play. Shout out to Jair Alexander. Much respect to you during that game, shutting down Julio Jones, man. I loved it. You didn't let him beat you deep. Great recovery and pursuit on that pass play deep down the field. Great. I loved it, man. I loved it. Still got to see what kind of injury Darnell Savage got. What's going on with his injury? We had a couple of other guys go down I can't think of right now. I think one guy went down and he came back in. Aaron Rodgers had the little incident with his leg, hyperextended it. So he's going into the bye week, which is a good thing. So I think he'll be I think he'll recover from that. Now let's talk about what I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Billy Turner. Come on, man. You gotta block. Billy Turner, man, you need to clean up the mess. Man, I was not happy on some of them run plays where Billy Turner was blocking in the interior line, man. Missing assignments, man. It was a couple of plays where Aaron Jones could have broken, scored a touchdown, and you missing blocks, man. Clean that shit up. Because come playoff time, we don't need shit to come back and hunt us, man. We cannot afford no mistakes. We haven't turned the ball over, but it's missing a block like that can cause a potential turnover where Aaron Jones don't see he's trusting Billy Turner to seal off a block so he could get through the hole, and Billy Turner is not there and he gets hit and the ball pops out. We can't have that kind of mistake, man. We cannot have that shit, man. Those are the type of things that will come back and haunt us in the playoffs, and we cannot have that. I refuse to have that. So Billy Turner, if you could do me a huge favor, man, can you please clean that shit up in the interior blocking schemes, bro? Because you looking like a total mess right now, man. A lot of it was so many run plays. I was like, damn. Jamal Williams could have got free on that play. If Billy Turner would have just turned this guy a little bit more, damn. Aaron Jones could have went straight up the hole on that play. If Billy Turner wouldn't have missed his block. Missing blocks. I'm talking about he see the guy. And he just letting the dude get by him. Getting all spunked around. I'm like, how are you getting spunked around, man? Especially on that goal line on 4th and goal, man. Billy Turner. Much respect, man. I respect what you do, man, but you got to do better, man. Do better. I'm not going to sit up here and kick you in the nuts, but do better. But I would like to say that I got to give Matt LaFleur his credit. I thought I was going to be coming into this season, you know what I'm saying, trying to have his back if we would have been 0-4. You know, a lot of people still trip out on the draft, but I think we could put that to bed. We don't have any receivers. Well, we didn't have no receivers this game. I mean, Marquez Valdes-Scantling made a play. Malik Turner made a play. I was excited to hear Reggie Begelton get called up to the active roster. Come on, lady, pay attention. I was real happy about that. I wanted to see him get in the game. You know, just to see him out there run a rep. You know, the what they call him, the Canadian football legend, CFL legend. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. So, you know, the Packers are going into a bye week, so won't hear nothing about no games from me, because I think we pretty healthy going into the bye week, and we're gonna be pretty healthy coming out of the bye week, facing off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are playing the Bears this Thursday night in Chicago, I think, and then we have to travel to Tampa Bay. I think that's the reason why we set Devontae Adams out. I think Matt LaFleur is already one game ahead, knowing that we probably gonna need Devontae. Y'all need to fix these roads. Knowing that Matt LaFleur's probably thinking one game ahead, knowing that we probably might get into a shootout with Tom Brady because of the receivers that he got. And we might see Gronkowski. We might see a re-emergence of Gronkowski against the Packers. Of course, we know about Christian Kirksey. I don't know how long he's going to be out. I mean, good thing, you know, he gets a bye week right now to recover, because I think we're going to need him against the Patriots. You know, they got Leonard Fournette and the other running back that's been beasting for them. So we're going to have our hands cut out for us. That's the reason why I think they kind of, the refs started blowing a lot of whistles on the Chargers last week when they was beating Tom Brady. So I think the NFL, that game might be played on TV. They might show Tom Brady and the Packers on TV, second game of the day next week, because they know people gonna want to watch that game. I'm excited for that game. To truthfully be honest with you, I really can't wait to see that game, because I want to see how well our secondary is gonna play against Mike Evans and I forget the other receiver they got. Man, they got another stud over there. I'm really curious to see. Oh, Kevin King got hurt. That's the other guy that got hurt. Kevin King was out there laying a hat. Kevin King was out there laying the hat on them players. He was hitting the whole game. So hopefully he could be ready. Oh, we had another guy going to concussion protocol. So see, the bye week came at the right time. You know, we could get a majority of our players back, plus the guys that didn't play this week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all hands on deck. It might be one or two players that don't play. We might sit Kenny Clark, and Christian Kirksey might sit out. But for everybody else, man, I think everybody else is going to be good to go when we face off against the Patriots. So that's my game recap and going into next week. You know, they pumping up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense to be one of the best defenses in the league. And I'm like, that's because look at who they played, you know, the first few games. They really, you know, they played against the Saints. The defense looked like trash against the Saints when they lost. So we're going to see how good that defense is against the #1 scoring offense in the NFL right now. We're going to see how good that defense is going to look. So, yeah, Cage TV, I'm out. Go Pack, go. Who's next? Go Pack, go.